What did he do? We just witnessed a real life story which changed history being acted out, and it ended with a question: what did he do? I'm sure we will get an answer to that question before we leave this place. I too have a story because of what he did. A story of love and laughter, a story of joy and pain, a story with many questions. Yes, you heard me right. It's a story with many questions. So, I'm Nilanthini and I'm just a woman. Or am I? See, I was born into a loving, caring, God-fearing, protective Christian family. I was the baby of the family because my siblings were very much older than me. So I was pampered, petted, and thoroughly spoiled. I enjoyed my school life in one of the prestigious colleges and enjoyed my childhood every bit, climbing trees and eating raw mangoes, running through the fields and flying kites, getting wet in the rain and sending paper boats, riding those huge bikes through that triangle in the middle, catching fireflies and releasing them. Oh, the list could go on and on. But simply, I had the best childhood that any child could cherish and wish for. But alas, it did not last. The war broke out and my parents thought it would be best for me to be sent to the city for my safety. And so they did. Although I was with my loving aunt, being the spoiled child that I missed my parents immensely. I cried myself to sleep daily. By then, all communication with my parents got cut off. The only information that I had was by watching the news as to what was happening in that part of the country. I was torn into pieces. I felt so miserable. Then began my questions. What is this life after all? Why am I even living? Why? But then, life, it goes on, isn't it? And so it did. Soon I got admission to one of the leading schools in the city. Friends and parties, competitions and awards, challenges and trophies. Life was good. I excelled in all what I did. And I was quite popular. But deep down, something was missing. I felt lonely. I longed to belong and to be loved. Then those same questions. What is this life after all? Why can't I be loved? Why can't I feel happy? But then, life goes on, right? Teenage years. Everyone was looking for their Prince Charming. We had butterflies in the stomach all the time, as though we were floating in the air. Every young man was like looking at us. Lo and behold, I fell in love. I thought I had found my knight in shining armor. He thought I was his world, and I thought he was my world. We saw rainbows even in the thick, dark night skies. We were on cloud nine all the time. Life seemed so perfect. So we decided we should get married. So we did. You know, it was good. But like in all life's marriage problems, we did have our first disagreement, then argument, then there was misunderstanding, there was unforgiveness. I felt as if my hopes and my expectations had come crashing down. I felt miserable. Then those same questions. What is this life? Why can't I feel loved? Why can't I feel valued? Why? But then life goes on and it happened. Kids came along. Unspeakable joy. I saw love in their eyes and I fell in love with them the moment I saw them. I loved taking care of them. I thought, oh, this is why I was born for, to be a mom. But then they began to grow and they had their own ideas, their desires. I couldn't live my life through them. They had a mind of their own. They didn't need me anymore. I felt not needed, not important. Then those same questions. What is the purpose of my life? Is life like this which is portrayed in this slide? We are born, then we grow up, then our childhood days, then we fall in love, get married, and then maybe have children, and then grandchildren get old, feeble, die, and be buried. Is that it? Is it? I came across a quote by this famous French mathematician. He says, I quote, "There is a God-shaped vacuum in every human heart which cannot be filled by any created things, but by the creator God revealed through Jesus. And if we try to stuff that God-shaped hole with anything but Jesus, we will end up miserable, restless, and not satisfied. Fill it with Jesus, and what we get in one word, contentment." I end quote. Soon I realized what I had all this time was not a religion, but a relationship with this person, Jesus. As if I had this wonderful gift all along, but all what I did was just unwrap a little bit, have a peek, and was happy with what I had, and then moved on with my life. Then after a while, maybe go back and unwrap a little bit and have a peek. But until I unravel the whole thing and experience this person, Jesus, my life, I was restless. But when I did, it was an amazing, awesome experience. It filled every part of me, my emptiness, my void. So, what is life now? Is everything perfect? Don't I face any challenges or disappointments, or don't I feel sad or cry? Okay, I am married to my knight in shining armor for the past 22 years. We have lovely teenage sons. Life is not perfect, it is not. But the difference now is my situation or my circumstances does not depend on who I am or how I feel or how others feel about me. My identity or my value does not depend on who says what and what not. My satisfaction and my joy does not depend on who loves me or loves me not. Because I am deeply loved by the one who gave his life for me. I don't have to put on anything more or less to make him love me. He just loves me the way I am. Right? And I also know that my life is just a vapor. I'm here today and gone tomorrow. I'm just a passing passenger. In fact, my death is not the end. My death is the doorway to meet my Maker, to live with him for eternity. So, am I just a woman? Not at all. I am deeply loved by this awesome God, and he thinks that I am righteous, and he thinks I am perfect. He delights over me with singing, and he quietens me with his love. And he thinks that I am valued enough to give his life for me. So, I am special, I am precious, and I am his treasure. And so are you.